Hello everyone! Today is a beautiful day. It's 24 degrees Celsius here where I live in Portugal. The perfect time to talk about perfumes that knock me right off my feet. These perfumes are love at first sniff. If you're new here, my name is Joanna and I do perfume reviews and recommendations in my channel. Welcome! So I have here 9 perfumes in front of me. And to me, they are very special. They are special because I just knew the first time I smelled them, I just knew that it was me and it was meant for me. These perfumes made a connection with just one sniff. Most of these perfumes started with a discovery kit or a decant, and there's even a perfume here that I bought on the spot. Without further ado, let's get this video started. So I'm gonna start this list with MANDORLE by Sora Dora. This has the notes suede, tonka, rum, vanilla, heliotrope, cashmere wood, caramel, cacao, some woody notes, and white musk. What I'm getting is an explosion of almond in the top that somehow smell like cherry as time goes by, grounded by a smooth leather accord in the base. This is so beautiful. This was actually one of my favorite discoveries of 2022. I started with a sample size of this and immediately fell in love. This is like a boozy cherry leather fragrance with the perfect amount of sweetness due to caramel and cacao. Actually, in Fragrantica, the cherry note is not listed. However, I think it's the almond that made this one smell like cherry. Leather is not even listed, but I'm getting just a touch of leather, which is so beautiful. For me, this is such a fall and winter staple. I imagine wearing leather jacket, ankle boots, and dark lipstick when I wear this one. This has a good longevity and projection, say around 6 to 8 hours. So good. Highly recommend you trying Mandorle by Sora Dora. I think this is even out of stock. So that says a lot, right? Because this perfume is really good. Perfectly blended, not just your typical boozy cherry perfume. Amazing. For me, this is a masterpiece. Yeah. Highly recommend Mandorle by Sora Dora. This, in my opinion, is unisex too. Next perfume is Passesoir by BDK. This has ginger, mandarin orange, black pepper, quince, jasmine, orange blossom, cashmeran, amberwood, and patchouli. This is so good. I remember having a discovery kit of BDK and I was so looking forward to try Gris Chanel, Velvet Tonka, and this one. I must say I had high hopes for Gris Chanel, but anyway, it didn't work that well for me. But I prefer this more than Gris Chanel. This is so good. What I'm getting are ginger, that mandarin orange, that quince that is so uplifting with some white florals. I feel like this perfume makes me feel beautiful instantly. I think the combination of ginger, mandarin orange, black pepper, quince, and white florals made this perfume so creamy, sweet, and just a little bit sour. That sourness actually made this perfume special, I think. I love this perfume. I fell in love immediately. I finished my sample size in 2 days. So that says a lot. This to me is a date night perfume, especially in the spring and autumn. So I prefer wearing this when it's still a little bit chilly, at night. So spring and autumn, in my opinion, are the seasons for this perfume. Longevity and projection are moderate, let's say 4 to 6 hours, and a feminine perfume. Yeah, so that is Pas Ce Soir by BDK. Next perfume is Bois Imperial by Essential Parfums. Notes listed are Akigala wood, vetiver, basil, timor, ambroxan, and patchouli. And of course, you saw in the bottle already that this is by my favorite perfumer, Kentin Bish. This is an uplifting, aromatic, woody, and citrusy perfume. I love this. I think the fresh and aromatic scent is coming from the vetiver, basil, and ambroxan. Extremely well blended, in my opinion. Sometimes when a perfume starts citrusy and woodsy, it just tends to be masculine, like in your face masculine. But in this case, it's not. This citrus that gives off that boss babe vibe, like a boss babe in casual wear. I love this perfume. This is something that will make you instantly clean and put together. The longevity and projection are very good in this perfume. It can last you 8+ hours. I read that this is very similar to Ganymede, which is by Kentin Bish as well. I haven't tried that perfume, so just to give you an idea that it is similar to that perfume. But to me, cannot go wrong with this perfume, and with the price, this is so good. Guys, if you haven't tried Essential Parfums, I highly recommend you checking their website because they have amazing selection of perfumes as well that are made of natural ingredients, and the brand has a very good philosophy as well. Yeah, just check them out. Yeah, this is Bois Imperial by Essential Parfums. Next perfume is Bois Dore by Van Cleef and Arpels. The notes are black pepper, mineral notes, vanilla, almond, tobacco, cedar, tonka bean, teak wood, and musk. I'm suddenly transported to fall and winter time. What I'm getting are a lot of almond, tonka, and musk, and some woody notes. I love this perfume. I remember when I received a decant of this, I wasn't expecting that I will like it that much. but I was blown away. I had that feeling of getting a bottle as soon as possible. And during that time, there was no stocks online. I couldn't get it anywhere at that time. And I think my birthday was coming, and my husband asked me what I want for my birthday, and I actually told him about this perfume. Anyway, he managed to find one and got me this beauty. Highly recommend, especially if you love that cocooning vanilla almond in a perfume. So intoxicating. To me, this can be considered gourmand. It's not that very sweet though in my nose. But yeah, just intoxicating. If you have this, I think you will know what I'm talking about. This is giving me the vibe of fluffy sweater, you know, while in the car driving and watching the yellow leaves fall out of the tree. That is Bois d'Ore from CLEEF and ARPELS. By the way, the longevity and projection of this one, I must say, is just moderate. Lasted me around 4 to 6 hours. This is unisex, however, leaning feminine. Next perfume is Tardis by Carner, Barcelona. This has almond, rosewood, rose, geranium, plum, cedar, celery, heliotrope, tonka bean, and musk. What I'm getting though are almond, a lot of rose, geranium, heliotrope, and musk. As I mentioned, there is a celery note in this one, but to be honest, if I didn't know that this has celery note, I wouldn't even think that it has celery in it. But since I read that it has celery note, so I am somehow getting that vibe, but in a good way. This is signature scent worthy to me. It's very unique, like it smells fresh and classy. I must say the almond, heliotrope, and musk are very prominent in this perfume, but it is very well blended. It is powdery and musky in the dry down and will just definitely make you feel clean and put together as well. I remember I had a sample of this and finished it straight away, like the rest of the perfumes that I have here today. I love this perfume. I have the 15 ml because when I placed my order in the website, I was intrigued by other perfumes as well from Carner. So I decided to grab 3 15 ml instead of buying a bigger bottle of this because I wanted to try the other scents as well. For sure, I'm gonna get a bigger bottle of this because I think I will use this up in a very short time. Yeah, so that is Tardis by Carner. By the way, this has a good longevity and projection, let's say around 6 to 8 hours as well. Very unisex. Yeah, I must say like somewhere in between. Next perfume is Milk by Commodity. This has the notes milk, marshmallow, musk, mahogany, and tonka bean. To my nose, this is milk, marshmallow, and tonka. This is another intoxicating perfume. I will never forget, I had the Expressive Discovery Kit of of commodity, and this was the one that gave that impact to me. First time I wore this was at nighttime, and I couldn't stop sniffing myself. There's something about this perfume. I think it's the milk and marshmallow combo. It's just so fluffy, sweet, that will just make you feel comforted and intoxicated at the same time. This to me is a perfect Netflix and chill perfume. Very fall and winter appropriate. This is very sweet and may not be a cup of tea of everyone, so I highly recommend you trying, because Commodity anyways offering discovery kit of their perfumes. To me, this is like a fluffy, creamy, full fat milk foam crowning a latte topped with caramel drizzles and toasted marshmallows. Good. You know, I smell this perfume and I'm suddenly transported to fall season as well. Yeah, highly recommend Milk by Commodity. Next perfume is Santal Vanille. This has cardamom, coconut milk, near oil, Indian pepper, vanilla, olibanum, cedar, sandalwood, cashmere, and cacao. This perfume has my most favorite notes in our sandalwood and vanilla and coconut. This is the kind of coconut that you would want to wear in the winter time and fall time as well. If you are a sandalwood lover, I highly recommend you trying this one out, because this one hits differently. It's the coconut note here, I think, that makes this so unique. It actually has that aromatic vibe in it, you know, kind of scent that you will smell in a spa. Actually, behind the bottle, you can even see it's best for focusing the mind, releasing tension, and feeling at peace. I highly agree. This was one of my best discoveries of 2022. And I remember in that video, one of you guys commented that the 7 Virtues has a very good brand philosophy. So I started reading about them and I was just so impressed, because not only their brand is clean and cruelty-free, they also support a lot of causes. Their ingredients are sustainably sourced from nations rebuilding after war. I highly recommend you trying 7 Virtues, because I know it's not that usual for a brand to actually think about humanity, like in general. This brand gets my respect. Not only their perfumes are amazing, but with that brand philosophy, I highly recommend you trying the 7 Virtues, especially this scent, Santal Vanille. Next perfume is Herod by Parfums de Marly. This has cinnamon, pepper, tobacco leaf, incense, osmanthus, labdanum, vanilla, ISOE super, cedar, musk, cypriol oil, and vetiver. Getting are cinnamon, pepper, tobacco, and vanilla. This perfume made me like tobacco note, because before, every time I see a tobacco note, I was afraid that it will lean too masculine. However, not the case for this one. This is so good, so well blended. This is such a sexy, warm vanilla. This perfume made me roll my eyes. Last time I smelled it, I discovered this from a decant and I immediately fell in love. This is a perfume of someone popular and a lot of people are intimidated by her. And then you get to know her and she's actually really cool. That's someone who rocks a Whitney Houston song in a karaoke and like has a very bubbly personality and just so fun to be with. Yeah, this is the vibe of this perfume. I highly recommend you trying this perfume if you haven't yet. Yeah, definitely a love at first sniff for me. Longevity and projection is quite good, like 6 to 8 hours. Of course, this is very unisex. That is Harriet by Parfums de Marly. Okay, so the last fragrance is something that I bought on the spot. And I'm talking about Angelique Noir by Guerlain. This has angelica, pear, pink pepper, jasmine, caraway, vanilla, and cedar. Guys, you know, this perfume is very pricey, right? So for me to buy it on the spot without thinking overnight is something else. I remember I got this in Dubai duty free while just, you know, lounging around. I was very intrigued because during that time, you know, this was making a name already. However, I tried this and the Spiritus Double Vanille and the rest. And this is the one that made that big impact on me. It's something that made me feel, yes, Joanna, you have to buy this because this embodies you. This is a stunning masterpiece. It's elegance in a bottle. So sophisticated. Perfect green vanilla. In my opinion, that angelica note in here just made it perfect and different from other green vanillas that I have. And that pink pepper as well and pear were just really well blended in this perfume. I love this. This to me is like a perfume of that someone who has her life put together at 30 years old. This will easily be in my top 10 for life. Surely, without thinking. It's Angelique Noir by Guerlain. So, those are the perfumes that are love at first sniff for me. I would like to know which perfumes gave you the similar effect and made you buy a full bottle straight away. Leave me down in the comments down below. Let's chat over there. You know that I love chatting about perfumes with you guys. Hope you have a blessed holy week and yeah, enjoy the rest of the weekend. That's all for today. Until the next time. Bye.